Mary came into the house and greeted her. Elizabeth was full of joy, for she had just felt her baby move inside her. And the two women hugged each other. When Joseph heard that Mary was expecting a child, he was puzzled and distressed. But he loved her too much to break with her. He decided he would have to hide her away, so that no one would know he was to have a baby before the two of them were married. But God sent an angel to Joseph in a dream.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife. God's Holy Spirit has come upon her. She will have a son. You must name him Jesus, which means Savior, because he will save the people from their sins.
Then Joseph was reassured, and he and Mary began to make a preparation for the baby. They expected it would be born at home in Nazareth. But one day, when they knew that the birth would be soon, Joseph came hurrying with worrying news. The Roman ruler, Caesar Augustus, wanted to know exactly how many people were living under Rome's command. So everyone was ordered to go to the place where they had been born to be counted. Wives would go with husbands. And Joseph had been born in Bethlehem in Judea, more than 150 kilometers away. The road was long and hard. There were many other people making the same journey. With sinking hearts, Mary and Joseph realized that the small town of Bethlehem would be full to overflowing. Where would they find lodging? Mary watched as Joseph knocked on the first door. Joseph knocked again.
No.
The door was thrown open. The keeper stood there.
No, go away. Please.
Joseph's voice stabbed him. Is there nowhere we can rest the inn? But there is stable. The lady would at least be sheltered. If you don't mind being with the animals. Anywhere, said Mary gratefully. She knew the baby would be born very soon. And so it was that God's son was born in a stable in Bethlehem. And Mary wrapped him in soft, warm, swaddling clothes, and led him tenderly in the sweet-smelling hay in the manger, because there was no room for them in. Even at night, the shepherds stayed with the sheep, wrapping themselves in their thick, warm clothes, and sleeping peacefully in the open air by the campfire. And they heard the beautiful voice of the angel of the Lord.
Do not be afraid. I have good news for you and all the people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And there shall be a singing for you. You will find a baby wrapped in a swaddling clothes lying in a manger. The shepherds scrambled to their feet. Let us go to Bethlehem at once and see the baby, they cried. The shepherds began to walk along the street looking for a sign. That someone was awake, they came to the inn there from the stable. And in the manger, wrapped in warm clothes, exactly as the angel had said,
lay baby Jesus, with Mary and Joseph watching over him. Softly the shepherds knelt to worship. And when the time had come, according to the laws, which Moses had written down, Joseph and Mary prepared to take baby Jesus to the temple in Jerusalem. In Jerusalem lived a man called Simeon. Simeon was old, but God had promised him he would not die until he had seen the Messiah, the Savior for whom the Jewish people were longing. So Simeon waited and prayed, and at last God said to him, "Go to the temple, Simeon. Today you will find the Messiah there." Trembling with excitement, Simeon made his way as fast as he could to the temple court. Then Mary and Joseph came into the temple courts carrying baby Jesus, and Simeon knew. Shakily the old man went up to Mary. "Please, may I hold the baby?"
Yan na.
Please, may I hold my baby? Praise God! Praise God! The promise, O Lord.
Nabali ng kamay ni ano eh.
Mary and Joseph listened in amazement. Gently, he handed the baby back to her.
Balik.
And a very old lady called Anna, who never left the temple, came up to them at the moment.
Anak.
Speak.
Ha? Oy!
Namatay. Namatay. This is the giant. This is the Savior. A promise, O Lord.
Then Mary and Joseph carried out the ceremony of presenting the baby Jesus to God, which is the law demanded. Then they took the tiny baby back to Bethlehem to rest for a while. King Herod sat in his palace in Jerusalem and knew nothing of the angels or the shepherds or the extraordinary things which had been happening to Mary and Joseph. Until one day, wise men from a land far away in the east asked for an audience with him. Politely, the wise men bowed low.
First baby.
Discover
First baby. Go to bed to find him.
Search carefully for the child. Unsuspecting, the wise men left the palace. They looked up and saw the star. The same star they had been seeing in the east. It went ahead of them, leading them to the place where the baby Jesus was. There it stopped. And there the wise men found Mary and Joseph and the baby. Mary and Joseph watched in astonishment as these splendid travelers from a foreign land knelt and worshipped the baby. They watched as the wise men searched amongst their treasures and brought out rich gifts for him: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. It was late now. The wise man rested for the night, and God sent them a dream.
No, si Dundun oh.
God sent them an angel in a dream. Do not go back to King Herod. He means to harm the child. Go home another way. So in the morning, the wise men departed and obeyed God's instructions to keep away from Herod. And this was the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, calmness. Adore.
Ay, baka. Dala-dala.
baby nyo.
Si ano, si Prince, pag ano na Chris. Prince. Suka din.
Verse 21. And he shall take your son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin. O come, holy faithful, joyful and triumphant, O come to Bethlehem. Come and be holy, for the King of Faith. O come, let us adore. O come, let us adore. O come, let us adore. He Christ the Lord. O sing, Lord of faith. Sing and exaltation, O sing, holy God, the then above. Come and be holy, for the King of Ages. Oh, come, let us adore. Oh, come, let us adore. Oh, come, let us adore. He is Christ the Lord. Oh, the Lord is great. Born is happy morning, oh, Jesus in thee. Oh, glory given.
Iko.
Glory of the Father, now and then happy. Oh, come, let us adore. Oh, come, let us adore Him. Oh, come, let us adore Him, Christ the Lord. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.